So as you guys can see, I'm driving on 50 kilometers of fuel range, and Webuycars is exactly 50 kilometers from my home. So let's see whether we can get to Webuycars. Oh, it's now 45 kilometers. But yeah, let's see whether we can get to Webuycars with 45 kilometers of fuel range.
A few moments later.
I'm not going to make it to Webuycars because I'm on 15 kilometers of fuel range, and I still need to drive like about 25 kilometers to Webuycars. Okay, which side? That side. Let's go to this side. 1,000. Yeah. 1,000. Yeah.
Unleaded.
Yeah, unleaded.
All in water is fine.
Yeah, all in water is fine. 15 kilometers of fuel, guys. Let's see what we can get with 1,000 rand of fuel. Is this really a thing that you have to switch off your ignition when you put in fuel? Let me know in the comment section down below. One thing that I have to say, that these guys at Engine or at BP or Shell, they're always so in a happy vibe. Like, these guys are always happy, especially when there's a number playing, and I'm a piano number or a com number. Moment of truth. Let's see how much fuel range I got in this VW Polo, and keep in mind it's a 1.2 liter, so I put in 1,000 rand of fuel, and fuel is just over 20 rand per liter. Let's see how much fuel range I got with 1,000 rand of fuel. Hey, tank is full, so I got 650 kilometers of fuel range. So yeah, let's go to Webuycars and see what cars we can get that has a low fuel consumption. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are well, and I hope you all had one amazing week. So I'm at Webuycars now because a lot of you guys requested a low fuel consumption car video under 100,000 rand. A lot of you guys requested a BMW video at BMW, so that video is on my list. So we are going to take a look at low fuel consumption vehicles under 100,000 rand, and I highly doubt we're gonna get vehicles with Gold Dekra stickers. We have a Honda Civic Type R also here, one of the salespeople's cars here at Webuycars. But guys, just stay tuned, and I highly doubt you can finance any of these vehicles. Let me just turn here quickly. We have a bonus car at the end of today's video, so stick around for the bonus car. And also, if you get any sort of valuable information from this Car Guy YouTube channel, please subscribe, like this video, and let's see what low fuel consumption vehicles we can find today at Webuycars under 100,000 rand. Cheers. Yeah. One neat Toyota Corolla. Yo, that car's super neat. So guys, the first low fuel consumption vehicle for today is the top of the range Kia Picanto, and it's powered by a 1.2 liter 4-cylinder motor instead of the 1 liter 3-cylinder motor. And this car puts out 65 kilowatts. It has a 0 to 100 time of 12 seconds, and it drives the front wheels via a 5-speed manual gearbox. It's estimated that you can get about 700 kilometers of fuel range on a full tank of fuel. As you can see, this is the cash price or the starting bidding price, and the mileage. It's a category A vehicle, so finance is available. And the reason for the Green Dekra sticker is because both the front tires are smooth, both the rear electric windows and also the driver side window is defective or are defective. Sorry for my English. And they say that the gearbox has an oil leak, and these are the standard 15-inch wheels wrapped with one Sumitomo tire. It has one general tire. In fact, it has two general tires and also one Road X tire. And something that I've just noticed is that it has a scratch on the front bumper. But guys, this is the top of the range Kia Picanto. So you have a glass sunroof. It has these chrome handles, as you can see right there, and also side skirts. And like I said, you have your 15-inch wheels. And just to think, this car has a glass sunroof. I don't even have a glass sunroof in my Polo TSI. Okay, so as you can see, you have electric windows with electric mirrors, center locking, power steering, air conditioning, a glass sunroof like I said, and the interior is super neat, as you can see right here. So bear in mind, this car has just over 130,000 kilometers on the clock, and we do have the service history book right here. So let's see whether this car actually has a full service history. Okay. So, according to the service history book, this car had a service on 8,000 kilometers, 17,000, 35,000, 47,000, 55,000, and 64,000. And the last service has been done at Kia on 117,389 kilometers. So, at least according to what I see, this car has an up-to-date service history, which is a good thing. And like I said, it has the 1.2 liter 4-cylinder motor instead of the 1 liter 3-cylinder motor. And just look at this, guys. The bonnet is so light that I can pick it up with my pinky. So at least according to the Dekra report, this car has no mechanical issues. It has an up-to-date service history with a fuel consumption of 5 liters per 100 kilometers. So this is the first low fuel consumption vehicle for today. Before we move on to the next vehicle, this is how the key look. You don't get a spare key. And let me just start this vehicle and see whether it actually starts. And by the way, you have your sunroof, and let's see whether it works. Oh. Yo, the sunroof is working perfectly. And let me just start this car and see if it starts. Yo, this mighty 1.2 liter Korean motor has no delay starting. And as you can see, it revs all the way up to 8,000 revs. So yeah, let's move on to the next vehicle. The second car for today is this 2014 Chevy Spark. It has a 1.2 liter 4-cylinder motor that puts out 60 kilowatts. It has a 0 to 100 time of 13.3 seconds, and it drives these little front wheels via a 5-speed manual gearbox. Now that Kia Picanto right there, that little Kia Picanto puts out more power than the Chevy Spark. It also has a quicker 0 to 100 time, and it is estimated that you can get about 648 kilometers on a full tank of fuel. And as you can see, this is the cash price and the mileage. It's a category A vehicle, so finance is available. And the reason for the Green Dekra sticker is because the gearbox mountings are broken. All 4 tires are worn, and also this side mirror is broken. And by the way, this fender is dented, as you can see right there. These are the standard 14-inch wheels wrapped with Navigator tires on the front wheels. It has Kumo tires on the rear wheels. This particular car has indicators on the door mirrors and no smash and grab windows. This car is super neat from the side and the rear. Don't know if you guys noticed, but it looks like this car hit a curb at some point. Okay, so you have front and rear electric windows. You have electric mirrors with center locking, air conditioning, power steering, a multi-function steering wheel, a gear knob that is broken. Honestly, this car is in great condition from the inside as well. So guys, keep in mind, this car has 118,000 kilometers on the clock. And let's see whether it actually has a full service history. The last service has been done on 14,000 kilometers, as you can see right there, and then 47,000, 73,000, 87,000, 103,000, and 115,000 kilometers. So at least according to what I see, this car has a full service history. And keep in mind, I can't show you guys how the engine bay looks because this bonnet lever is broken. But at least according to the Dekra report, this car has no mechanical issues, and it has a fuel consumption of 5.4 liters per 100 kilometers. So yeah, this is the second car for today. Yo, what car is making such a noise? Let's see. Oh my word. Need for Speed Underground 2 vibes. Subaru Impreza. Give us a rev, man. Give us a rev. Come on. Oh my word. Yo. But anyway, guys, that Chevy Spark is the second car for today. The next vehicle for today is a 2010 Suzuki Alto, and it's powered by a little 1 liter 3-cylinder motor that puts out only 50 kilowatts with a 0 to 100 time of 12 seconds, and it sends all that tiny power to the front wheels via a 5-speed manual gearbox. And this car is going for 62,900 rand. It has 135,500 kilometers on the clock, and the reason for the Green Dekra sticker is because the steering is noisy and the driver's side door handle is broken, and that is why I had to keep the door partially open. And you know, this car is riding on the standard 14-inch wheels wrapped with Continental tires on the front wheels. And by the way, this is a category B car, so finance is not available. On the rear wheels, It has Goodyear tires, and honestly guys, this car is in great condition. There's no weird dents, no scratches. As you can see, I had to keep the door partially open. But with this car, you only have front electric windows. You have manual mirrors with air conditioning, power steering, and it looks to me like a turbo gauge, but it's actually a rev counter. You have power steering, air conditioning, all the basic stuff with a 5-speed manual gearbox. The seats are in great condition. Your rear passengers are blessed with rear manual windows. As you can see right here, it works. This car has a free 12-inch spinner for whoever buys this vehicle. Let's see whether this car actually has a full service history, because it has 135,000 kilometers on the clock. And let's see whether this car actually has a full service history. Okay, so it had a service on 121,000 kilometers. And okay, so oops, no service on this side. It had a service on 102,000 kilometers, 48,000, 32,000. So guys, this car doesn't have a full service history. Like I said, it has a 1-liter 3-cylinder motor that puts out 50 kilowatts and a 0 to 100 time of 12 seconds. So this innocent Hyundai gets, and its twin brother right here, might be quicker than the Suzuki Alto. At least according to the Dekra report, this car doesn't have any mechanical issues. It doesn't have a full service history. It has a fuel consumption of 5.7 liters per 100 kilometers. And the last thing that I forgot to mention is that on a full tank of fuel, you can get about 614 kilometers of fuel range. But yeah, this is another car for today. Oh my word. A Mercedes-Benz CLS, and yesterday these cars aged like fine wine. Damn. Another option for today is this 2006 Toyota Yaris, powered by a 1.3-liter 4-cylinder motor that puts out 63 kilowatts with a 0 to 100 time of 12.4 seconds. Now, this Toyota Yaris sends all its power to the front wheels via a 5-speed manual gearbox, unlike this Mercedes-Benz that has a lot of gears. And on average, you can get about 700 kilometers on a full tank of fuel. And this car is currently going for 73,900 Rand. That is the mileage, and it's a category B vehicle, so finance is not available. But the good news is that it has a beautiful Gold Dekra sticker, and that is because this car has no roadworthy issues. It has the standard 14-inch wheels wrapped with Sava tires on the front wheels, and it has Champiro tires on the rear wheels. And sometimes some of these cars has weird tire names, but as you can see, you have tinted windows. And honestly guys, this car is in great condition. You can see that the rear bumper, the lights, the doors lines up perfectly, and yes, no dents, no scratches. And as you can see from the inside, you have manual windows, and I'm not sure whether this car has electric mirrors or manual mirrors, but you have a 5-speed manual gearbox, power steering, air conditioning, all the basic stuff. The seats are in great condition, and from the rear as well, this car is quite neat, and it's quite dark from the rear because of the tinted windows. But guys, something about Toyota, right? They call the service history book the book of life, as you can see right here. And that is because according to them, their cars will outlive any car brand in the world. Unfortunately for this little car, it has an unverified service history according to the Webuycars website. So bear in mind that it has 132,000 k's on the clock, as you can see right there, but the last service has been done on 165,000 kilometers. So that doesn't make sense at all. So this car legitimately has an unverified service history, which is a pity. But like I said, it has a 1.3-liter 4-cylinder motor, and at least according to the Webuycars website, this car doesn't have any mechanical issues. And as you can see right here, this car has no mechanical issues, at least from the Dekra report, and it has a fuel consumption of 6 liters per 100 kilometers. And honestly, it looks like this motor has a lot of life left. But yeah, this is another car for today. Another low fuel consumption car for today is this 2015 Honda Brio Comfort, and this car is powered by Honda's 1.2-liter i-Vtec engine that puts out 65 kilowatts with a 0 to 100 time of 12.2 seconds. And the same like the Toyota Yaris on that side, this car sends all its power to the front wheels via a 5-speed manual gearbox, and on average you can drive about 625 kilometers on a full tank of fuel. And this car is going for 74,900 Rand. It has 123,000 kilometers on the clock. It's a category A vehicle, so finance is available. The reason for the Green Dekra sticker is not because this car has any mechanical issues, because I mean it's a Honda, but because the rear tires are smooth. And something that you guys will notice is that the headlight lenses are faded quite badly, and this car needs a respray because the paint has damaged over the years, as you can see on the bonnet, on the roof. These are the standard 14-inch wheels wrapped with Falcon tires all around, but you have your smash and grab windows, and honestly I don't like the rear design of this car. I mean, it looks like someone I know. As you can see from the inside, this car is super neat. You have front and rear electric windows with electric mirrors, a racing flag on this round button, so this car might have race mode, and you know, you have your power steering, air conditioning, all the basic stuff. I will show you guys the service history book in a minute. Honestly, the interior is in great condition. So according to the Webuycars website, this car doesn't have a full service history. This is what Honda calls a warranty and maintenance booklet. Okay, so keep in mind it has 123,000 kilometers on the clock, as you can see right there, and the last service has been done on 96,873 kilometers by Modern Auto Services back in 2021. So yeah, this car doesn't have a full service history. It has a 1.2 liter 4-cylinder motor that puts out 65 kilowatts, and bear in mind those are 65 Japanese kilowatts, very reliable kilowatts. So yeah, you have no mechanical issues. It doesn't have a full service history with a fuel consumption of 5.6 liters per 100 kilometers. And by the way, do you guys think that this car will outlast the Toyota Yaris? Let me know in the comment section down below. The Alfa Romeo in full action. So guys, the last vehicle for today with the lowest fuel consumption and the most fuel range is this 2011 Golf 6 Comfort Line, and this car is powered by a 1.6 liter turbocharged diesel motor that puts out 77 kilowatts with a 0 to 100 time of 11.3 seconds, and on average you can get about 1,222 kilometers on a full tank of fuel. And currently it has a starting bidding price of 59,900 Rand. It has 319,000 kilometers on the clock, so it's high mileage, but I mean it's a diesel vehicle. The only reason for the Green Dekra sticker is because this car is riding on coilovers, and also all 4 tires are smooth, and it has the standard 16-inch wheels wrapped with roadstone tires on the front wheels. It has 1 Sumitomo tire and 1 Continental tire on the rear wheels. This left fender has been resprayed, and also the front bumper. This car has indicators on the door mirrors with smash and grab windows. For a car that has over 300,000 kilometers on the clock, this car is in great condition. It has an aftermarket boot spoiler with a rear tow bar, and honestly I have to walk around the whole car because some of these cars are parked so close to each other. As you guys can see, this is how the car looks from the driver's side. It has a minor scratch on the rear bumper, and I know some people still prefer the Golf 6 over the Golf 5, the Golf 6 over the Golf 7. If you prefer this car over the Golf 4, 5, 7, 7.5, let me know in the comment section down below. Okay, so you have front and rear electric windows. Keep in mind these mirrors are heated. You have heated mirrors as well, and for a car that has over 300,000 kilometers on the clock, the interior is super neat from the rear as well. And guys, like I said, this car has 319,000 kilometers on the clock, and according to the Webuycars website, this car doesn't have a full service history. The last service has been done on 179,700 kilometers back in 2017, and I can't see any other service. So basically this car doesn't have a full service history. So yeah, that is definitely a red flag. And I mean, this car has so much mileage that the service history book couldn't keep up. But at least from the Dekra report, this car doesn't have any mechanical issues, and like I said, it has coilovers and all 4 tires are smooth. They don't say this car has any mechanical issues, and it has a fuel consumption of 4.5 liters per 100 kilometers. So yeah, this is pretty much the last vehicle at Webuycars with the lowest fuel consumption. Now you see, if you prefer the Golf 5, oh my word, it sounds nice. If you prefer the Golf 5 over the Golf. Oh my word. Yes, this car sounds nice. Yeah, if you prefer the Golf 5 over the Golf 6, let me know in the comment section down below. And also, if you have a Golf 6 with the 1.6 liter turbocharged motor, let me know how reliable these motors are, and also if you can actually drive 1,200 kilometers on a full tank of fuel.
Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now.
So guys, our bonus car for today is a car that was manufactured between the year 1955 and 1970. And when it comes to these old cars, my knowledge isn't that good, guys, because I wasn't even born when this car was, manufactured. I was probably a monkey in the mountain. This is a 1967 Ford Fairlane 500. If you know anything about this car, the kilowatts, the torque figure, let us know in the comment section down below. I mean, this car weighs probably more than an elephant. And as you might know, the Honda Accord is one of the longest Honda sedans that you can buy, and the Ford Fairlane 500 is longer than this Honda Accord. So basically, this car has a small block V8 motor, and what I can tell you guys is that it sends all its power to the rear wheels via a 4-speed manual gearbox, and it has these original 14-inch wheels wrapped with tires I've never heard of before. And I know that some of you guys have been asking me to do a video on old cars that are in good condition. And I mean, this car is in great condition. It has twin exhaust here at the back with a lot of chrome. This badge right here implies that this car has a V8 motor. And I saw one of these cars on the Auto Trader website selling for over 250,000 rand. I'm honestly not sure whether, that is worth the money. This car is worth the money. I mean, this door feels like it weighs more than that Ford Fiesta. And, this car has full leather interior. It's actually a well-used Ford Fairlane. It has over 347,000 kilometers on the clock. These door handles feels like it's made purely out of metal. Imagine you have a head-on collision with a car like this. It might not have airbags, but I mean, this car is purely metal. I can't show you guys how the motor looks. And I couldn't start this vehicle because the battery is flat and the bonnet lever is broken. But if you know anything about this car, let us know in the comment section down below. Like I said, the mileage, the kilowatts, the torque figure. If these cars increase in value or decrease in value, let us know in the comment section down below. But guys, this is our bonus car for today.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement.